Hello guys, my name is Gary and today I'm going to look for you at difference between two words, historical and historic. So these two words quite often confuse people because which one to use when. So they actually learn this when they study at school and even when they go to university, for example, say. So let's have a look at word historic. So I want you to associate word historic with significant. Historic, significant. Yeah, so historic, significant. They sound quite the same. So let's have a look, for example. What is historic? Historic means it is a very significant event. So French Revolution was historic. It was historic because it completely changed how the world was after, right? So basically after this monarchies were cancelled, and after that we had democracies and republics, sort of spring up all around the world. Okay, right. Historic was, for example, the tearing down of the Berlin Wall. Okay, so again, it was a significant event because obviously it signaled the fall of the USSR and complete remodeling and change of the politics in Europe. Jesus Christ was a historic figure. Jesus Christ, his followers, his teachings were the basis for Christianity. So Christianity certainly has affected the world massively. Again, Jesus Christ was a historic figure. Historical. So, guys, as I said, historic, significant. Okay, but for historical, I want you to think of general. Okay, historical, general. Okay, historic, significant, historical, general. Right. So basically, historical are things that they're not necessarily significant. It's just things which are of time. Okay, so basically they're old, for example. So museums hold a lot of many historical objects. Okay, they may not all be historic, significant, but they all are historical, right? Because they are part of the history. Bordeaux, yeah, so if I'm saying it correctly, the city in France has many historical buildings. They're not all historic buildings because they signify something, a significant event, but they pretty much all are historical, beautiful city. There are many historical records and documents. Okay, so not all, like Magna Carta, for example, is a historic document because it's very significant. Okay, but there are many documents which are historical. Yeah, they're just part of history. So again, guys, to recap, historic things which are significant. So, for example, like French Revolution there. Historic is the Berlin Wall tearing down. And Jesus Christ, for example, was a historic figure. Feel free to pause this, to stop this and have a look at what's written here for your own interest. Historical, again, general, yeah? So historic, significant, historical, general. So general are things which are for example, you find in museums, general, buildings and places. Not so much places, perhaps. Places are usually historic, right? Otherwise, well, they're just places. Records and documents are historical as well, usually, unless they're very significant, like, for example, Magna Carta or the Declaration of America, United States, for example, is also a historic document. Right, guys, so there you go. Thank you very much for watching that. Next time, I'll look at another two words for you, and that's going to be classic versus classical. So, guys, hope you've learned something interesting today. Do feel free to leave comments, to get in touch with me, and to give suggestions for what else I make videos about. So, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Gary. This is Baza Roster. Thank you very much. Bye.